What's going on, everybody? My name is Justis. I'm with my guy,
Oh, it's popping, it's popping. It's your boy Tyaire. How y'all doing?
and you tuned into the Silky Boys podcast, the Waviest podcast out for your sports needs and what's going on in the culture. Tyaire, 1 week back from Atlanta. How you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, bro. Relax, bro. COVID free, bro. So I can't complain, bro. I'm all the way, all around great, bro. How you feeling?
Feeling good, bro. It was good to get away those couple of days, just away from everything, and now we right back at it.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it, bro. Had a lot of news, bro, coming from the NBA side due to the NBA trade deadline, but we also had some NFL news that broke earlier today. So let's start off with that. So there has been a mix up in the draft order. San Francisco 49ers ended up making an aggressive move to trade out from 12 all the way up to 3 with the Miami Dolphins. They ended up flipping that 12th pick into the third and giving the Dolphins another third round pick and 2 future firsts. So I like this move from the 49ers. It's obvious that they're going after the quarterback of the future, whether it ends up being Trey Lance or Justin Fields. We'll see on draft night. But I like it overall. I really like it because there's philosophy in football where if you don't really trust in your quarterback or you're trying to, or you have a question mark at that quarterback position right now where they kind of do with Jimmy Garoppolo, considering that he only has 2 more years left on his deal, you go get him. You go get the quarterback that you think could potentially be their future. And that's what they've done.
Yeah, I definitely like the pick. And just the 49ers is just one of those teams. They're just one of those storied franchises. So it's just fun and good when the league has them being an actually good competitive team. So I'm good to see them have a good future ahead of them because we all knew after that Super Bowl appearance that Jimmy G wasn't the guy to really lead that unit to the next level that they needed to be. So I feel like Shanahan's going to get a reset on that offense, probably have his choice between Fields or Lance, like you said. He's probably going to choose Fields, but it's going to be it was a ballsy move. Hopefully it works out for them because we know when teams usually trade up for picks, it hasn't worked out the past two times teams have really done it. Us, the Jets speaking, the Bears, the Rams, any team that has done it in the past 10 years, it really hasn't worked out. So we'll see how that works out. But overall, it's going to be a good trade when it comes down to it. Shanahan's going to get a new shiny quarterback to play with. So he's done a lot of work with a lot of no lower tier quarterbacks that weren't haven't had really a lot of hype. So now he's going to get a quarterback that has a lot of hype coming into it, and let's just see what he gets to do with it.
Right. That team ended up making the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo, who at best is a barely like top 12 quarterback at best in the league. So that's saying something if he can get a young, athletic quarterback and see what he can really scheme up in that offense.
And now it just puts on the clock for all those coaches in the NFC West, either McVay or Shanahan is like, okay, you guys are on the clock now. You guys have competent quarterbacks, or you're going to have the opportunity to have a competent quarterback to build around and show your talent offensive wise. And if y'all can't compete, then it's going to be the time to move on. But that division is going to be fun to watch next year. Just overall with Shanahan, Kingsbury, McVay, just everybody in that division. We still don't know what Seattle's going to do. So it's going to be a lot of fun. They could have a number one pick next year too as well, a young quarterback. So we just don't know what's going to happen. So that division is definitely on the up and up.
And it's been that way kind of, well, not in the upper up, but just being a competitive division for the past couple of years. And that trend is only going to continue. And really, that's just going to be almost kind of like the face of the franchise, face of the NFL as far as divisions goes. Everybody's going to be pointing towards that NFC West just because of how competitive it is and just how much talent is in that division.
Yeah.
And so Miami traded down to 12, but they weren't done there. They were able to trade with the Philadelphia 76ers to move up back up to 6 and able to get more draft capital. So Miami ends up going from 3 to 12 back up to 6. And overall, I think just with all these trades, these 2 trades, I feel like three of these teams won because when Miami, you're still in that section of where of a guy that you want to target. They're still in that range of where they wanted to be. And for Philly, they ended up moving back. They ended up getting more draft capital and signaling is basically to everybody else that, hey, Jalen Hurts is going to be the guy for the next couple of years.
Just on Philly's standpoint, I just need Philly to stop putting their future of their franchise in the hands of their division rivals. This is the second year in the row where they're going to be braced in a draft position behind their two division rivals who are going to pick before them. And they're probably going to pick a prospect that they're looking to pick, and they're going to end up looking stupid, picking a pick that's going to dwindle out next year. And it's going to be another bust that they select. And it's going to be like, so that's just where on the side of this trade, I'm just like, why'd y'all trade back? I see that y'all got some draft capital, but y'all are trashed at drafting. So that draft capital really doesn't mean anything. You were in a slot where you were destined to get a superstar no matter what, a player that's going to contribute. Now you're in the back end of that. You might catch Waddle, maybe. You might catch Pitts, maybe. But the Giants and the Cowboys can both mess that up for you. So it's just like, yeah, this was a good trade, but y'all know how y'all draft. So that 12th pick can be a bust. Like y'all can pick another JJ Arcega-Whiteside or something. Like y'all can do another move like that. So we'll see. But gaining that draft capital was good on that end. But just I wouldn't have traded back from that spot. Like I feel like Chase and Devontae Smith was too big of a catch to get right there to maybe get lucky and get Waddle or Pitts with that 12th spot. Because they're still going to be looking for a weapon for Hurts with that pick, regardless of what they're going to try to do with it. Because if you try to get somebody on the line, that's just a waste of a pick, in my eye.
Right. Yeah. Like, what's good of having a decent offensive line if you still don't have anybody to throw to?
Exactly.
But like with that, just having the draft capital, we're just in a situation right now in time where both in the NFL and the NBA where a lot of teams are really just focused on just trying to have as many draft picks as possible. And this leads into NBA trade deadline where OKC has 34 picks in the next 7 years, 17 first round picks and 17 second round picks. So Sam Presti, like, hats off to you for number one for just managing to acquire all those draft picks. You already had a lot. You just ended up getting more right now with this past trade deadline. But it kind of goes back to what you just said, kind of with the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, okay, how many of these picks are you actually going to hit on?
Exactly, because you're trading all these known players away that have known talent that you know what they can do and contribute for unknown prospect that you really don't know what's going to come out of that. Like, there's only so many Zions or Lucas that's going to come out of the draft where you can like, all right, I got this number one pick. I'm definitely going to get something back from that. Like, you might get a year where it's the Anthony Bennett draft and you have a number one pick, but it's not that valuable that year. So cool, you got these assets, but what do they mean?
Right. And if anything, it really just prolongs his stay as GM, because as a GM, how are you really supposed to evaluate guys unless you actually draft them and see what they end up turning into like 3 or 4 years down the line? And that's just the case with him.
Exactly. And then you can end up in a situation like the Celtics where they have all their picks, and then what did that really account to other than Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown when they had the slew of picks just like the Thunder have right now?
Right.
The only team I really saw it really work out like that was with like the Nuggets, who actually did a useful overhaul, made useful, meaningful picks out of the overslaughter picks they got from that Melo trade. Like the Nuggets actually did something with that. Other than that, I haven't seen really too many teams who have overslaught or of a big, massive haul of picks really contribute with those picks down the line.
All right. And speaking of Magic, we can just go ahead and get into the trade deadline deals that happened. They ended up trading for Aaron Gordon, ended up giving up Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, and a 2025 protected first round pick. So I like this move for them. It fills their need for kind of a third, fourth scoring option in that offense. And basically, Aaron Gordon is just going to come in and basically be that Jeremy Grant role just basically be the Jeremy Grant role that they lost this past offseason when he signed to Detroit. So I really like them. It gives them more athleticism, a rebounding ability. And again, he's just going to be that third, fourth option on that team that makes him a good competitor in the West.
Yeah, that was a great pickup. That's just another body to throw at Bron whenever that playoff series comes. Another body to bang down there with AD. So overall, I like it for them. And the thing I like it is I love how Aaron Gordon has expanded his game beyond the 3-point line. So he's a good catch and shoot 3-point shooter this year. I think he's shooting close to like 39% or something, catch and shoot three. So that's good. If he can produce like that in the playoffs, then they right back in that mix between them, the Clippers, and the Lakers to really get back to that Western Conference Finals. I'm still iffy on the Jazz. Yeah, they're the number one team, but to me, my theory is still the Lakers, Nuggets, and the Clippers right now.
And speaking of Clippers, they also made a move and ended up trading for Rajon Rondo from the Hawks. End up sending Lou Will back to the A. Lemon Pepper Lou Will going back to Magic City. It's going to be celebration back there. On the Hawks end, they're just getting more scoring, and they're essentially just going to try to outscore teams as best they possibly can. They're going to say, hey, if we can get to 115, 120, we have a shot at winning. And on the Clipper side of it, you get a point guard playmaker, which they've needed basically this entire season. Just another guy that's able to facilitate offense within the half court and just take some of the load off of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Like we said, I wanted this to be a signing in the off season. That's why I'm a little like iffy on this now, because y'all had to give up some players. Like I when I first saw the trade, I'm like, oh, this is a great trade. And then I saw they gave up Blue Will, and I'm like, damn, now it's just like, what are the Clippers now? They're not the team that we first thought they were when we first got them. They're not the dogs that none of them are there anymore. Trez is gone, Lou is gone now. So it's just Pat, PG, and Kawhi there now. But like you said, Rondo, we talked about him last week. He just a smart basketball mind. He's just gonna open up that floor for them and just make the game easier for PG and Kawhi in those moments. He's gonna slow them down, be like, yo, guys, chill. I got 2 rings. I've been in this moment. Kawhi, we know you got 2. I think this really is for PG, bro. It's like he's going to be the one like, bro, cut this shit out, bro. Like, enough is enough right here, bro. Like, I'm tired of this games, bro. You are a superstar player. Play like it. Nobody has came to your face and checked you, bro. And Rondo's that person he's that person that's going to do it, bro. Rondo has bumped head with KG and Paul Pierce in his first seasons in the league. He's not going to be afraid to talk to Paul George, bro, at all, bro. He's not going to care how much money you make, what sneaker deals you got, bro. I got 2 rings, bro. What do you have? What do you have to show for it? That's really what Rondo's going to come into the locker room like. I have 2 rings. What do you have to show for it? Y'all need me. I don't need y'all. I'm cooling. So if you want to work this out, we can work it out. If you don't, you can be Pandemic P, choke again in the playoffs, be Luka's sparring partner for the day. And like, that's all you are, bro. You're just like a training dummy for Luka at this point, bro. So if you want to turn this around and actually make a championship run this year, make it to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in team history, and make it work. And I feel like this is going to happen this year. We're finally going to get the conference championship we've been waiting for, bro. The Lakers. If the seeding lines up right, we're going to get the Lakers Clippers conference championship, bro.
Right. And speaking of that, just that seating, now with LeBron out for about 2 or 3 weeks now. AD, there's still no timetable on when he's going to return. It puts a lot of pressure on Portland, on the Clippers, on the Suns, and on Denver to really just make a push and try to secure a home court advantage. Because the way the Lakers are playing right now, they're still a great defensive team, but on a night-to-night basis, they could lose. It's really a 50-50 shot whether they're going to win a game or not. And I can see them going into a situation where they end up losing like 5 of 7. And all of a sudden now they drop back into that 7th seed spot and having all those teams ahead of them. Again, just playing more and more wins and just getting further and further, more wins in that win column and pushing themselves further beyond that.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting race down to the end of this, bro. I like that Portland move, bro. Like I told you, bro. I saw Norman Powell last year in person score like 20 points in a quarter, bro. So like that's gonna be a good pickup for them. He's gonna hit a lot of those shots that Gary Trent wasn't hitting in those playoffs. And again, he's championship tested. He got a ring, so he knows what those big moments are. So I feel like that's a little sneaky move that's going to come down crucial down the line for the Trailblazers, and maybe they make a 2nd round push. But overall, it's going to be a fun playoffs. I'm excited, and we still got the big bag team in Brooklyn that's going to be there. We just know they're going to be there at the end of it, bro. So it's just like we got to watch what happened in the West. See if the Bucks or Sixers give them a little scare, but I don't think so. Like James Harden is going crazy right now, and they still don't got that 7-1 sniper, bro. So it's just like we know what's happening, bro.
Right, but a team that is going to try to give them a run for the money is the Miami Heat after trading for Victor Oladipo, which was a really good signing by them. Only able, only gave up Avery Bradley and Kelly Olynyk and like a second round pick for that. Overall, really like that trade. They're able to keep Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero and add in kind of a 6-man slashing playmaker alongside Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. I really like this Miami Heat team going forward. And they're also going to be in the market for potentially LaMarcus Aldridge or Andre Drummond too, to really just fill out that roster heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I like that move. Yeah, I feel like if Vic can go back to that way he was in that 2018 series against the Cavs when they forced him to Game 7, I feel like that was the best point of his career. Like if he can go back to that, then he can definitely make another deep run into the playoffs. They already got that chemistry, and they just really always needed another scorer. I felt like in the finals just to take that pressure off of Jimmy, and they needed somebody who can go get the bucket on their own, and that's who Vic is, who can create a shot on his own. So it's definitely gonna be fun to see. And like you said, they got chemistry. They know what to do. They got Pat Riley, got Eric Spoelstra, they got Jimmy. So they could get Drummond or whoever else you said off the buyout market, then they definitely can make some moves, bro.
And another team in the East that's going to try to make a playoff push is the Chicago Bulls. They made a trade for Nick Vucevic, giving up Wendell Carter and Otto Porter and 2 future first-round picks. Right now, Magic just selling high on their guys, and both Aaron Gordon and Vucevic, who's having a career year right now, averaging 24 and 12, shooting up like around 40% from 3 right now. Zach LaVine gets some help on Zach LaVine ends up getting some help offensively, just getting another rebounder in there. And I kind of like what Chicago is doing.
Yeah, I do, and I know they was trying to get Lonzo at the break, but they couldn't get him. But I like what they building for the future. I know it used to be free Zach LaVine, but I feel like they gonna build something there. They might do a little something in the offseason this year, but Zach LaVine is starting to elevate a little more, and they're bringing in pieces that fit him well. And we still got marketing growing as a player, so they definitely gonna make a run this year. I don't think they're gonna make too much noise, but they're gonna be a fun, exciting team come playoff time if they there.
Yeah, and I think with a couple more draft picks, if they're able to sign a couple of key guys in free agency, they can end up contending for that top 5 seed. And honestly, like I'm a Zach LaVine fan. I think he really can sustain this level of play for the next couple of years with him averaging. If anything, he's going to end up becoming better with Vooch at his side and just Patrick Williams being able to come in more of his own into his second and third years as well. And Kobe White, hopefully that he's going to be able to take a step and be that kind of that new age Lou Will, just that spark plug off the bench, averaging 15 if he can. And I just like where the Bulls are going heading forward.
Yeah. Right.
And then lastly, Pelicans end up making a trade with the Mavericks and then JJ Redick and Nico Melli over there to Dallas. I like this, just giving Luka more shooters. Just allow him to have as much space on the floor as possible. And JJ Redick, a proven veteran, one of the best shooters that we've ever seen in NBA history. And Nico Melli ends up giving them a little bit of size, rebounding, and he shoots the ball pretty well too. So overall, I think Dallas definitely needed to make this move in order to again try to make a playoff push in the West.
Yeah, I think Dallas really realized that they missed Seth Curry a lot early on in the season, and he was a reason why they had a lot of success in the playoffs last year. Because he just drived in, he had somebody to kick out to and just knock down the three. So I feel like they brought in JJ to kind of fill that same role that he had last year. So it's going to be a good trade for them. Like I said, it's going to be Luka going in, driving the paint, kick it right back out to JJ, and that's just a wet 3 all day. So it's going to be fun to watch what they can do with that.
Yep, playoffs are right around the corner. And next couple of weeks, more time goes on, more of these games have impact. And just gonna be fun by the time we get to the playoffs, man. I'm really excited, and overall, just eventful trade deadline. Just seeing a lot of movement around the league, and a lot of great players just going to better teams, and really again, just teams filling out the rosters when they needed to.
It's crazy how like the playoffs are starting and like none of the best players are playing right now. Like LeBron, KD, and Joel Embiid are just like not playing right now. That's just funny right now.
Hopefully, they'll be able to get back healthy in time the last 3 weeks, so they can really just get them legs underneath themselves, and then be able to again do what they do in the playoffs. Again, I'm just looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, a real playoff situation, not the bubble. See, Like this is what we've been waiting for, bro. Like this is the real run that we deserved last year. Like, yeah, we counted what happened last year, but now we really looking here like, all right, who's really the guys, bro? Like the Lakers, y'all
Right.
can have that ring, but everybody else knows like this is the real shit, right?
This is the makeup. This is the makeup for last year.
For
Like
real.
this one's really gonna set the tone. This one's really gonna set the tone for the
Like
next
if
couple of years.
LeBron know he's gonna scream a little different with this ring if he winning, bro. He's gonna be like, all right, yeah,
Right.
like, this the one.
Right. All right. So let's get into a little bit of the culture. Um, I just want to talk about this situation right now involving Mr. Derrick Jaxn. So for those that don't know, Derrick Jaxn, online self-proclaimed love expert, love guru, was recently exposed for stepping out on his wife. And so he made a response video with his wife. It's basically essentially just talking about the situation, what happened, yada yada, and all that. And this is just so wild and nasty and sick. Like just from an outsider's perspective, it's like, fam, why are you recording yourself with your wife right next to you, talking about how you cheated and were unfaithful? Like, in what world does that make any type of sense? Like, what goes on in your head to make it seem like, okay, yeah, this is how I want to address the situation? You could have put out a statement online. You could have addressed the situation by yourself if you really wanted to make a video. You could have just featured yourself. You didn't have to feature her. But people from the outside are saying like, oh, well, it was her decision. She wanted to be in the video. Oh, no, it was great that she was in the video because it shows how strong they are as a couple and their solidarity. Like, no, that looks wild, bro. That looks freaking crazy. And that's not even the sickest part about it, all of it. He followed it up with a reaction video to the video he just made talking about this situation. How narcissistic and just so far gone off the edge are you to make another video talking to yourself, talking about yourself in the third person at that, talking about yourself in the third person, and at the end of it say, oh yeah, oh by the way, like his book is like 50% off right now. You should go ahead and click the link in the description and go cop that. Like, what is going on, fam?
What is going on is people be capping, bro, and I know this gonna be it's gonna cause a little shockwave when I say this, but sometimes women are dumb, bro. Women are dumb and they don't know that they're dumb, and they sometimes they just don't see through the stuff that as men, real men, we can just see, okay, he's capping, bro. Like whatever this dude is saying, right? He's obviously capping, bro. I've seen this man, Derrick Jaxn. Like this is not my first time seeing him. I've seen him a couple of times on the net. I've seen girls post him bashing dudes who went out and stepped out on their family, like, oh, he's a cheater. You should, if your man is cheating on you, that means he has never valued you ever in his life, and you should walk away from him immediately, bro. I've seen so many women like, yes, if you don't follow by this king's words, you don't talk to me. This man is a true king. I need every man to be like Derrick Jaxn. Whole time, I knew that he is capping, bro. I knew that he was hiding something, bro. Because nobody goes this hard to defend and attack men who are cheating. Because real men know it's a part of life, bro. Real men know it happens, bro. Real men know what goes on in the street, bro, when you out here, bro. So when the news broke that my boy Derrick Jaxn was cheating with not one girl but multiple, all the time, when I found out he was recording most of these why are you cheating videos outside the front of his side chick's house. She exposed, that is my balcony right there, that in the background if you check. She exposed this man, and all ladies, I just want to say, how do y'all feel? Your prophet, the man who led the way for y'all, he was lying. That's like a person like me. I'm upfront about my stuff. I say, hey, I might not be faithful. I might cheat. I'm a toxic type of guy. Like I'm a flawed human. I do things that the world permits because I'm a man of the world. I'm learning to be a better person. not Mr. Jackson. But the thing is with Mr. Jackson, bro, is how he wants us to feel bad for him. Take a minute to, like, why is the internet attacking me right now? Fam, isn't this what you got your career off of, bro? Attacking men who cheat? And now you're mad because this is just a thing that shows you, bro. Stop taking relationship advice from people, bro. A relationship is not something you can read a book on, bro. It's not one size fits all. It's every relationship is different, bro. This just reminds me of like when Steve Harvey wrote Think Like a Man, bro. Like, why are y'all taking advice from it? Like, it's just weird, bro. Like, and then he wrote Think Like a Man, and then his daughter made the real life reenaction of that. So he got what he deserved off of that. Derrick Jaxn got what he deserved off of this, bro. Stop trying to manipulate into these women's minds because y'all know you're hiding something, bro. Justin LaBoy is next, bro. I'm just waiting for the story to break on Justin LaBoy, bro. I'm waiting for his story now, bro. We got Derrick Jaxn out the way, bro. All these guys that want to pander to the women, it's going to get exposed, bro. Because you don't have to do that, bro. You just don't have to do it to get what you want.
Right. And like you said earlier, it's like, why was he going so hard in the first place? That should have been the first red flag. Is like, okay, yeah, he's talking about cheating, but he's going talking about cheating in a way that just isn't normal. Like, yeah, okay, you said the one cheating is bad, but again, repeatedly kept going after her over and over and over again. It's like that saying. It's just like the loudest dude in the club has something to hide or is insecure about something. Like it's that same logic. Like it was like, was it really a surprise when it really came out? And again, dude, it's like, we're not gonna feel sorry for you. We're not gonna feel bad about you because again, this is how you got hot. This is what you built your platform on, is relationship advice and talking about how men are treating our dogs and all of that. So yeah, naturally we're gonna come after you as a culture when come out like, hey, not only did you cheat on your wife, you cheated on her multiple times, and you slept with women in the same bed that you sleep with your wife with every other night. Yeah, we're gonna come after you, dude.
And you were recording these videos outside of your side chick's house, bro. So in the act of you cheating, you have the audacity to talk about somebody else, bro. How do you even process that in your mind, bro? Like I couldn't even do some stuff like that. I'm outside cheating and talking about somebody else cheating, bro. Go get some help, my dude. Bro. Like really, I need the mic drop right now. Go stop it, bro. Go get some help, bro. Cause you're wilding, bro. Like ultimately wilding.
Bro, that's why I said like how narcissistic do you have to be to do this? Again, how far off the edge? Because this is literally what he had. Something is immensely wrong with him to think that, okay, this is okay. What I'm doing is normal. Or if he can somehow find any type of justification for this in the first place. Like, no, you're going off the edge, my good boy. Like, just simple and plain. Something is really wrong with you. So
the fact that he was caught doing it this week, bro, after everything was exposed, he was caught again. He spent the block again on his side chicks, asking why is she exposing him. Fam, you are under the spotlight right now, bro. Just take a week off and chill, bro. Like
you can't, bro. Something is wrong. I'm telling you, bro, something is wrong with him, bro. He needs to go get help. He needs to go see somebody, bro. He needs to go see an expert, bro.
I just gotta thank him. Thank you for that meme, bro. Thank you. I'm using that meme for always, bro. When we stuck hostage in a situation and we're using that meme now, bro. Like free your wife, bro. I need her to get. She needs some real help. Like you don't have to be there, man. Leave that house. Please.
And also, by the way, that bonnet is definitely not beret. that's definitely a bonnet. Like,
what did she say? Like a bundle from God? She said something, bro. Like
she said, "You see a bonnet, I see a beret or something. You see a camouflage shirt. I see a breastplate of her condom. I don't even know what the hell she was talking about." I was like, honestly, there's no reason.
That's what I see. I see a idiot right now. I see two clowns in my phone. That's what I see. Like you, all this other explanation, my dude. No, I see Pennywise right now, my dude, in front of me, dog. Like, cut it out, bro. Like,
Oh man.
my question is,
No.
like, do you want to have kids one day, man? Because like, how would your kids feel about this if they knew if their father had you out here look like a kind of like this, bro? Like, bro, he has never even. That was her first time in a video, bro. That was the world's first time even knowing that she existed, bro. Son really was like, babe, come, I need you to come downstairs with me real quick to record this video.
And she agreed to it. She said, okay. She agreed to it. Something's wrong with the both of them, bro.
And then it's just like the women. It's always the women. Stop asking this dumb question. I need this question to end. Of course, if my girl cheated on me, I will not sit down in that video to do a video with her either, my dude. That is her choice. She's doing that. You see how me and Justis are calling her dumb for doing that video? Just like I would be dumb if my girl cheated on me and I sat down and did that video with her. It's dumb on both sides. So stop but if it was him, you would expect her to stay. No, I expect everybody to leave because you look retarded both ways, Anji. Like,
like you have this house looking like a circus right now, fam.
Like we saw. No, actually, we did see the opposite of that. Will Smith and Jada. That's the opposite of it. That's what the red table talk was. I was Will sitting there like shawty with the bonnet on, like.
But the only difference is that's Will Smith. He got money.
It still hurts, my dude.
It still hurts.
All the money in the world. Will still can't listen to an August song right now. If you play an August song around Will right now, he will be in his bag at all times. Let a Tupac song play off. He's like, yo, can you please turn that off? Can you please turn that off?
That boy's leg was shaking so hard underneath that table, bro. Oh my god.
He said, explain it, Jada. Can you explain what is an entanglement, Jada? He was off, bro. He wanted to slap that lady. She said entanglement. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't be inventing new words to say you sucked another man's. Like, come on, bro. Like, you had sex with an R&B singer while I was filming fucking Aladdin. Like, just tell the world what happened. I was being a lovable genie. You were sleeping with who sings tracks about killing himself. Like, keep it a buck. Like, they lucky I wasn't at the red table. I would have been like, yo, Will, don't even let her leave. Like, don't even let her get out of that. Like, what is an entanglement, man? Like, explain exactly what happened. What dates? What events? What private forums did we go to? Like, cut it out. Because when it's a man, when it was Boosie or when it was whoever, when it was Snoop Dogg and when he broke every woman's heart, when he cursed out Gayle King, you had to really interrogate him. Jada really got up there and said this was an entanglement. Come on, bro. That's just how women get off, bro. It was an entanglement. Meanwhile, Derrick Jaxn got to sit up here and read 35 scriptures to tell people why to justify it. Jada got up there and saying it was a entanglement. Everybody was like, okay, that's cool. It was cool.
It was hot. Like, okay. We just gonna let that slide.
Oh, bro. But back to the culture, bro. We gotta speak about my boy Quavo getting the Bentley back, bro. I salute him for that, bro. Cause, bro, I didn't know Saweetie was Diddy's son's ex, bro. I did not know that, bro. I didn't know that. You're not going on Justin LaBoy's. First of all, you're not going on Justin LaBoy's show if we're dating, bro. First of all, my girl's not going on Justin LaBoy's show if we're dating. That's strike number one, bro. But
that's the most toxic person on the internet right now.
But strike number 2 and 3 is going to Justin LaBoy's show and his co-host is your ex. Not at all. We're not doing that, bro. And then you want to talk about your wet or wishy gushy live on air. Camera pans right to your ex. Facts. Word.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he had a flashback in that moment. Like he had a flashback to all those nights.
Man, me and all the Migos would assemble like the Three Musketeers and been down at that recorded immediately. You would have seen the same video how they was about to jump Joe Budden. They would have to jump Diddy son in that little recording studio, bro. You have me messed up, bro. I need the Bentley back. I need every Birkin back. Sweetie, you're wilding, bro. I like what? I did not know that was her ex, bro. And I found out that was her ex. I was like, okay, Quavo, you're right. Bro. You have every right to take everything back, bro. She's wilding, bro. That hurts, bro. And that just shows you when girls know that y'all about to break up, the moves and little chess moves they're gonna make just to twist that knife, bro. She know that the parents are gonna hurt Quavo. And that's why the news broke exactly when the day that episode released, bro. She knew that, bro. They just so devious and do the most devious little things just to cut your heart, bro. Because Quavo was at the home like, wow, this guy, I'm friends with Diddy. Like, how does that work? Like, I need to know how that stuff works, bro. Because they be talking about Lori Harvey on that show, bro. Like, y'all dated her. Like, I just need to know how Diddy and his family work, bro. Because y'all be dating the same girls. Like, it's kind of weird there, bro. I still don't know how him and his son dated Lori Harvey, bro. But I could never share a girl with my pops, bro.
Never. Never at all.
But hey, that's Hollywood for you, bro.
Talk about, yo, I'm gonna invite a girl over to dinner, Dad. I'm like, all right, cool, bring it over. She is Lori. Like, oh, okay. Like, how? that's weird, bro.
Nah, bro. If my dad is Diddy, I'm not bringing no girls over. Like, bro, if my dad was Drake or something, I'm never bringing a girl over, fam. Like, you can chill out over there, bro.
Yo, Adonis can never bring nobody home, bro.
Adonis better hope he's the most popular nigga, and Drake don't care, because we all know Drake like to fuck little girls. Like, Drake fucking with a calm little teen. I didn't mean it like that, bro. I'm not trying to R. Kelly. Drake like to fuck teenage age 18 to 19-year-old girls, bro. That's Drake's bag.
Okay. They're legal. All right, so we got new music dropping this Friday. Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar, Fujiano released So Icy Boys Part 3 featuring Gucci Mane. That shit was hard as hell, bro. Just continue the line of So Icy Boys. Honestly, I feel like I need a project from all three of them now since we got a third track. And now I want just like a calm little mixtape, like 7 to 10 songs, bro. Something like, bro, after hearing this last installment, bro, I think I need that right now. I think the culture really needs it too as well. So we had that release. Key Glock and Young Dolph, they released Dumb and Dumber 2. Key Glock and Young Dolph, one of the most underrated rap duos in the world. Yeah. One of the most underrated rap duos in the world right now. Coming off of their first project, Dumb and Dumber, that released back in 2019. I gave it a quick little listen. I got about a quarter way into it. Really like it. It has a single Aspen on there. I also really like the single with Key Glock on there and Glock I Trust. Really like that song as well. I'm definitely gonna give that more of a listen. Actually able to finish it tonight. But so far I've enjoyed it. I'm trying to think what else.
I know Rod Wave dropped some shit. All the teenage niggas up in arms about that shit, saying it's the next Thriller or some shit, bro. I'm like, all right, bro. I was like,
whoa, what?
They posting that shit like it's confessions or some shit. I'm like, all right, bro. Rod Wave got the kids' ear, bro. I gotta check it out, bro. It's like Rod Wave just one of those dudes who I was like a fan real early on, like back 2016 when he was Rod Wave with 2 E's. Now that he like blew up, I'm kind of like, all right, bro, I don't like you now, bro. Like too many niggas know you now, so just like. But I'll check it out, bro, because I just remember where he was before he got hot, bro. So I'm gonna listen to it. But that's what I'm hearing now. His new album is supposed to be some new crazy shit, bro.
No, honestly, that's the same way they feel about Rod Wave, the same way as I feel about Travis Scott. Like I was a big early Travis Scott fan. Like I really fucking beat in the trap back in 2016, bro. But after as soon as he started transitioning, he started making Astro World, I was kind of like, too many people know about you.
When you get too hot, bro, man.
It's still he still makes bangers. He still makes hits. I'll always give him that, bro. But I just remember again from from like 2013 to like 2016. That's like the era Justis got that really messed with.
I just remember the first time I heard about Wave, I'm like, oh, this is something different. Like I've never heard nobody like doing like he's really singing some gospel type of gospel singing right now, bro. I haven't heard that, but now 2021, everybody doing it now. So just like it doesn't stick out the same to me no more, bro.
Everybody just catching on the wave and just flowing with it.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, anything else you want to talk about, bro?
Nah, that was pretty much it in the culture, bro. Derrick Jaxn pretty much ran the week, bro. He had it on lock, right?
It was great conversation, gave us a lot of lives, and just made us question like, what are you doing? Just what are you doing? Because you're not operating in a normal, calm, sane sense.
Been a while. We had a lot of wild stories this year, bro, and it's only March, bro. We had the Capitol storming was still this year, bro. That's wild. We had I forgot what happened in February, bro. We had
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Girl. We had the Queen and all the racist shit. Now we got Derrick Jaxn, bro. So April, what y'all got?
We here. Right on the cusp. We here. We ready for it. Let's go. With that being said, we're gonna wrap this episode up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.